Welcome to another video on my Arduino Yun with some electronics. Last time I tried to include this potmeter to replace resistors, and compared to other potmeters I already have in use, this one is different, and this is a similar one as this one, and it has two lines of 3 connections. It turns out that this is a balance potmeter, and this is actually ground out and in, and the other line is ground out in. Since I'm only using this one, the wiring here is cluttered, so I am going to change this, move this here and move this here, so I have some more space to wire. So first of all, this one is going here, then this LED is going here, and finally this wire is here, so the switch is done, or should be anyway. Then comes the potmeter, which I'm going to relocate over here. And now the point is, of course, where do the wires go? Well, the schematics I found on internet tell me that the middle is out. Well, out means in to the board, so that is going to be very tight, but it is all I have. So let's just see what I can do with this. Yeah. These jump wires will have to go now. Then to where can this wire go? To here. So that means that I will have to move it here. Then this is the ground, which is no problem. So one wire here, and one wire from here, or should be from here to here, and ground is done. Now I need one from the voltage to in, and that of course will be a jump wire as well, but this one is rather large. Do I have a smaller one? Yes, I do. Question is, will this work? We'll see soon enough if this is going to work. And this is not going to work. It is too. And now you see what happens. Isolation is damaged a bit, so I need another one. But anyway, you get the picture. voltage goes in here, and then I should be able to manage everything I need. And then I should be able to regulate voltage and regulate also the propeller, I hope. So now it is completely connected, and I've noticed one difference between this one and this one. When I turn this, I can just move it around. However, when I move this one, it has a distinct middle position. And that is what you have with an audio balance potmeter. So I doubt that this one is the same, but it has the same connector, so I assume it would work. The only thing now is, how do I get on? I already have started the serial monitor. I just have to put in some values, and whenever I turn this, you can see that it has no effect on the propeller, on the motor. So I'm very curious if that will work anyway. Ouch! Here goes something wrong. The LED flashed a moment. Ah, now it's alright again. I've blown up LEDs before, so I'm glad this one isn't blown up. So now this circuit and this one. Let's try. So quite a few characters. Well, one LED is going. I'm turning the potmeter, and yes, that is of course one other thing. I put this potmeter in to see a difference in value on screen. So let me do that again. And this time more characters. And let's see what happens. Off auto scroll, and I already noticed that the value changes. So this potmeter does have effect. And it changes from 1023 to 827 and 141. So yes, this is clearly an improvement of the circuit. However, alright, let me turn it fully up and then see what happens. Unfortunately, I can't do a combination now of camera and screen, but that will come. Alright, switch is saying 0. I turn it up completely, or no, let me put it in half, and then it says 870. Now fully turned up. And it says 1023. So that is clear. Now how about this one? And that's the next stage, I think. So this one works. Yeah, up for rest. But how? I am still not sure that the pulse frequency that the pulse width modulation actually works correctly. So that is a big question. Oh, also this wire needs to be suited correctly. Yes. Now this one is working and this one isn't. So that's something to keep in mind as well. How do things cooperate? I'm not quite sure anymore. Alright, back to the code. So I have shown you on camera how the potmeter is wired. Let me now show you on camera. I give quite a lot of characters and then send, and it goes by very fast, I know, but you'll already see that the values decline, and now it's 0 and it's over. But that does work, be it extremely fast. So yeah, that's all this. This now actually works nicely. It gets a sensor value, but the motor is connected to, let me watch again, pin 6, and it should give output value 1. So output value 1 comes from here with now a real variable value. And if you have watched previous videos on this Arduino Yun, then you know that this actually works for giving the motor a certain speed. So why isn't this working? That is a very good question. Now this isn't doing anything at the moment because pin 11, let's see how that is being declared. Pin 11, yeah, right, that was a check pin. So that is not in use at the moment, but this one should be doing something. Output value 1. Let's check output value 1 in here. Well, it's in the middle right now, the potmeter, so where is output value 1? Is it anywhere? Because all I can see is console available, connector sensor, connections, con sensor, and switch. Now I see, of course. I won't see it because sensor value, this one, is not always 1023, and only then it is being done. So I have to check on this. That is a very good one. I have to change my code. Most likely, let's do something like if bigger than 500. This if smaller or equal to 500. In that case, the upper range of the potmeter would determine it to run, and the lower value would determine it to stand still, or something like that. Yes, because output value 2 is 0, so then it would stand still. Let's find out if that is actually true. Place written, uploading then. Okay. Let's see. Oh yes, I have to restart the serial monitor. There it is. So I turn it to the 3/4, I think. Let's see what value it has. Output value 1. Yes, it is now 255. Oh, but that... really? But an output value of 255, that's not even close to 500. But what is the sensor value? Now that is a nice idea. I have to change my code overall. Now it gets interesting. Okay, I changed the code just a little bit, and I added a console print to off sensor value, since I couldn't read out what the actual value was. Now I can, both in here as in here. So, although the sequence is a little bit odd, but that doesn't matter. Not that much anyway. So, let's upload and see whatever happens. I don't expect that the motor starts to run, but at least the output gets more clear about the potmeter. That is that one. I have once again to restart serial monitor. Once again, a lot of characters. So, and alright. Sensor value says now to 1023, so I turn it totally down. Alright, I didn't expect to see that. Sensor value stays at 1023. So let me do it like this. Totally turned down. What does it do? It says 1023. And it keeps that way. It just stays that way. So, completely the other way. And total, now the potmeter is completely turned up. Or down. That's another possibility. Sensor value 1000. Now it says 1022. It's 255. I am clearly making some kind of thinking mistake. Also, it scrolls very, very fast. I am probably making some kind of thinking mistake because I turn the potmeter on and at the same time it doesn't do anything. And that is very weird. Also, output value larger than 500. Really? Here, output value, and here what I see, output value is 255. Well, to my knowledge, 255 is not large enough 500. So what is, am I making a mistake, and if so, which one? Oh wait, now I get it. I should make this sensor value. That is the mistake I make. So this part of the code should be removed here and put here. And then the same applies to this part. It should be here. Makes a lot more sense, I hope. So let's upload again and see what happens. Unfortunately, I have met with an old problem, which is that I get, let me wait and see, this is the problem. I've had it before, as you know, and what I tried to solve it like is to change this port for this one. In itself not a bad idea, but selecting the monitor and then I am on this one. I can do whatever I like because unfortunately I need the serial monitor to get information, but it doesn't do a thing. So one other thing that I can do is say, alright, I'm going to log in over the network into here. Using the password. Then what? I need a console, but that's another point. I need some kind of console command, and that has been such a long time that I used it that unfortunately I am no longer sure which command that is. So I think I can forget about this version. What I can do is power off the Yun and see if that solves the problem. So, and even this is being delayed. Anyway, powering it off right now. Wait a little bit. Power on, and all I do, by the way, is with the USB cable to take it out and replug it. So there's no real power adapter coming to it. What also matters is that I need an IP address coming to it. It's gone now. I have to wait a little bit. And these are the boring parts of doing an experiment. Meeting with an error, searching for the solution, and doing this. And what do you do in the meantime? Thinking about whatever you have to go wrong, whatever may be a solution, for instance how to get the motor actually working. But then again, this code is in that perspective exactly the same as with Arduino Mega that I'm using. So that should be the same, unless, of course, there is still a problem here. On the other hand, last time I had the motor working. Not really controllable, but it was working. So let's see. Yes, I have it back now. So let's see if the serial monitor is back. Yes, thank you. That's exactly what I needed. And let's do it again. Alright, turned on. And now we have something. Alright, see, sensor value 1023. Output value 255. Why is it 255? I'm not sure about that. And what I see is that the motor is working. The motor is fully working. So, let's go to the camera. So, you can see now that the motor is working. The point is, why did it start working? So I'm going to fill in a number of characters again, like you did see me do before. And now I am doing this. Yes, I can more or less control it. Alright, I have to fill in more characters. And go for it. So, turning the knob again. And I let it go. Is this of any influence? I can't even say yes or no because I don't, well, apparently not. But this one for sure is. And number of characters are gone and the motor stops. Is that coincidence or not? Let's see. Let's go again. There it goes again. It looks like it is solved for a very big part, which means that this is actually working. So what does the switch do? That has to be seen. In the construction with my Arduino Mega, you know, well, if you have watched the videos, that is, you know that by clicking the switch I can make it start or stop, and that the potmeter is actually making it go faster or less, faster or slower. So now the challenge is to get exactly the same idea here. Putting in speed, stop and go. But that's for next time. So what did I do? I relocated LED and resistor for the switch. I correctly wired the potmeter. I did some recoding and I got the motor working in a nice way, in a very nice way. So thank you for watching. If you like this video and haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Also, if you don't want to subscribe, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Please consider a donation if you like my blog. You can find all the information on my website, which is listed in front of the video, at the start of the video. And this is certainly going to be continued. More characters in, and there it goes. So that's proof.